You are right, most people watched the 40-day US-Iran war and thought it was just another bloody showdown between Washington and Tehran. They missed the real story. While America and Iran beat each other bloody, someone else was quietly cashing in. Nuclear headlines were just smoke. The real winners never fired a shot. Right now, the ceasefire is holding on paper. Both sides are claiming victory. Everybody is popping champagne in the rubble. But let me tell you what actually happened. This war was the perfect setup for third parties to make billions, while the two main players bled resources and credibility. And the operators who understand this game are already positioning for the next round. Let us cut through the noise the way real insiders do. The public story was all about stopping a nuclear bomb. That is the marketing version. The real game was about energy prices and proxy networks. Every missile that flew created a silent jackpot for people who never appeared on the battlefield. Here is the catch most people still do not see. When the Strait of Hormuz was threatened, global oil prices jumped almost 30%. Oil giants in Texas and the Gulf made record profits. Shipping companies rerouted and charged premium rates. Insurance companies hiked war risk premiums to the moon. All of that money flowed straight into private pockets, while American pilots and Iranian civilians paid the real price. But the biggest silent winners were not even American or Iranian. China quietly bought discounted Iranian oil at fire sale prices. Russia watched energy prices soar and used the windfall. Arms dealers on both sides saw orders explode. Even neutral shipping hubs turned the chaos into a goldmine, while Washington and Tehran were fighting for dominance. These third parties were fighting for market share, and they won. Let me give you the operator's view. In any modern conflict, there are three layers of winners: the ones who fight, the ones who supply the fight, and the ones who profit from the disruption. America and Iran were the fighters. They spent blood, treasure, and political capital. The suppliers and profiteers stayed in the shadows and walked away richer. Think about the numbers. Global strategic oil reserves were forced to release 400 million barrels. That single move alone transferred billions. Every time a tanker avoided the Strait of Hormuz, a shipping company made an extra $200,000. Every time a missile battery was depleted, a factory got a new order. The war machine kept turning. The cash register kept ringing. This is why the war was impossible for either main player to truly win. Because the longer the conflict lasted, the more money flowed to the third parties. The US demonstrated air supremacy, but could not stop the economic bleed. Iran demonstrated resilience, but could not stop its own infrastructure from burning. Meanwhile, China locked in cheap oil contracts. Russia stabilized its budget with higher energy revenue. Private equity funds bought the dip in regional assets. Both sides spent 40 days proving how strong they were. In the end, the only thing they proved was how useful their fight was to everyone else. The real power move was turning the entire Middle East into a profit machine. Right now, both sides are claiming victory. Trump says, mission accomplished. Tehran says, we survived the superpower. But the silent winners are already counting their money and waiting for the next round. Because this ceasefire did not solve the underlying energy struggle. It just paused it long enough for the profiteers to reload. The smoke is clearing. The rubble is still warm. And the next storm is already forming on the horizon. Only this time, the people who will profit most are the ones who never picked up a weapon. The only question left is simple. While America and Iran were beating each other bloody, did you notice who was quietly cashing in? Or are you still watching the fireworks on the surface? As a wise man once said, an empire founded by war has to maintain itself by war. But sometimes the empire just pays the bill while everyone else eats. Thank you for watching.